in a THC drink, and it's perfectly legal.
They are flying off the store shelves, from your neighborhood bar and liquor store to Quick Trip and Woodman's. 12 News' Nick Bohr investigates why those drinks are legal and who is buying them.
At first glance, it looks just like another section of beer or canned alcohol cocktails at the liquor store. But look a little closer, and what's inside makes them quite different. They're drinks infused with Delta-9 THC, the same intoxicating substance in marijuana.
We were raised for so long, many of us, that, this was an off limits, this was a drug, and alcohol was a socially acceptable. But the thing is that's changed even in Wisconsin.
12 News contributor Molly Snyder has done a series of articles for OnMilwaukee.com on the new THC drinks, now available not only at liquor stores, but bars, grocery stores, and even coffee shops.
They're very light. They make you just feel very relaxed. And some people identify this feeling because it's new and it's different and it's not like being drunk.
The drinks vary in potency, starting at 2.5 milligrams of THC per can, going up to 50 milligrams and higher. One example of the growing popularity of the THC drinks here at Otto's Wine and Spirits in Cedarburg. They began selling the drinks last summer, and last month gave them their own section. This all stems from the 2018 federal farm bill, allowing THC products to be sold nationally, as long as it comes from hemp, a marijuana cousin that has the same intoxicating THC, just in a lower concentration per plant.
We had about 1,000 plants.
The law change had entrepreneurs like Matt Swanson and his business partner in Calumet County planting hemp as a cash crop. But when wholesale prices dropped, they had to get creative.
We were standing in our waist-high hemp in a hot July afternoon, kind of looking at each other like, what are we going to do with this?
This is their answer: alcohol-free THC cocktails, they dubbed Drinkin' Buds.
And so we want our can to be really straightforward with our branding. What is this about? It's pretty obvious that our offering is cannabis-based, and we put the cocktail right on the can. And most folks are pretty familiar with the flavors that we're bringing out.
The Sheboygan Company sold 25,000 cans in 2023, 420,000 last year, and expects to sell more than 1 million cans of their 5 milligram THC drinks this year.
5 is a dose where most people are going to have an appreciable effect, but it won't be overwhelming. And that's why we package it 5.
We took the question of legality to Milwaukee criminal defense attorney Ben Van Severen. And what's your understanding of why they can be sold at a store, why they can be consumed here?
Yeah, so as long as it comes from the hemp plant, it is legal to be infused in either edibles or obviously in drinks.
Still, Van Severen says drinkers should be cautious when driving.
There is still a zero tolerance policy for having any concentration of Delta-9 THC in your blood at any time. So if you are driving a vehicle and they believe you're intoxicated, they do a blood draw, and there's any amount of Delta-9 THC, they'll hit you with operating with restricted controlled substance, regardless of where it came from.
With no law prohibiting them, new brands and new flavors are appearing every month, which is just fine with the growing number of people drinking them.
What's always recommended is that you take a few sips and you wait, a few minutes, maybe 15 minutes, maybe even longer, as you learn for yourself. Where is your threshold? It's very low key. It's nothing that is going to, rock your world or anything. As long as you take it easy and start small, you're going to be just fine.
And stores